just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Mobley. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the counter. Fouls through the defense. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing, Carr. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Carr. Pressure coming. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that 1st down marker. It'll be 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Running inside, it's Berry. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The Fighting Irish called their first timeout after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So now it's 2nd and long. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. To throw, it's Levin. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here's Carr to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. They've got their defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. Give him 6. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good. It put 1 more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what play call this offense does. Like first possession, 3 and out, obviously struggled. This one right here, nothing on the ground. The offensive line has to do a better job. They got to be better up front, whether they want to run it, whether they want to throw it. It's got to start with the offensive line.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back.
defender. Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Coming out with it, it's Wilson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to pass. It's Blevin. Time to take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Ready, go!
The run inside. It's Mobley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll go right back to him. Here's a little room there. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Ready? 28-29 Bills. 28-29 Bills.
3rd and inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Carr on play action. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Blue 22, blue 22.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. The screen, and watch out. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And for the 2nd time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. It is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On the delay, it's Berry. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
A little screen to the running back. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Yeah, and I tell you what, that takes some onions to go for it in your own territory like that. I mean, they're treating this like it's a video game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for a gap. It's Mobley. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A third down stop. Now to see what they do on fourth down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Wilson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to the ground game on the left. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Levin. He wants to go deep. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Carr rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play fake. Carr escapes the pressure going right. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Throwing. Carr. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's lead things off with Houston taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Cougars getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Buys a little time with his feet. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
You know, when you talk to quarterback coaches, they oftentimes say, my goal for my guy is to complete 65 to 70% of his throws. That has not been the case for this guy. He is under 33% throwing in this game. That's the reason, guys, why they're losing.
Over the middle, complete to Wilson.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gonna look downfield again. Makes a catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. They'll run for it. There's some room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Got it behind the line, it's buried. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff, Durham running left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers!
Yeah, this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turmoil.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Quickly out to the tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Here's Carr to throw. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Quarterback making adjustments. Running inside, it's Mobley. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Gonna run it. It's Berry. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Blevin. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The corners are walked up tight. Got him downfield. To the house. Touchdown, LSU.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. To make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Comes onto the field ready to go to work. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The run inside. It's Mobley. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Levin. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Wide open, he makes the catch. They're ripping off chunks of yardage to get it to the 33. The Tigers in the hurry-up. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job at sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Second down now after the sack. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Send the tight end in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grab in the backfield. It's Durham. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Bunch formation for these receivers. To the air. It's Levitt. Lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Running inside. It's Mobley. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll give it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout called by LSU. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Throwing. Carr swings it out to the flat. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here.